There are lots of places to get information when you're doing research. You can come to the Destiny catalog and look for books. You do searches here and then you find the books and then you go and check them out. You've also got access to databases. Worldbook Online and EBSCO give you access to resources like encyclopedias, magazines, and book chapters to help you answer your research questions. K&MS pays for the access and is worth it because of all the extra features that you have, like personal accounts and citations and read aloud features and other cool tools. The third source is the one that students usually go to first, the free web. This choice is the one that students like because it's the one they're most familiar with. You know, you Google something and then you click around on the results. However, you should try to make it a rule to check in book sources and database sources first so that you don't miss out on very valuable research tools. Now, there is a fourth method that combines books, databases, and free web searching in one stop. It's called Destiny's Universal Search, and you access it from the library's Destiny Online catalog. It's right here under the Destiny Quest link. You click on it to get started, but before you do, it's a good idea to log into your Destiny account so that you can use all of its features. If you don't have a Destiny account, ask your librarian to set one up for you. Alright, so we're going to come back here to the catalog and we are going to click on Universal Search. And of course you start by putting in keywords. I'll type one that I'm interested in here that I've been researching lately is World War II weapons, and you get something that looks like this. It groups the resources into different types. You can look at just books or just ebooks or just websites. We'll look at those in a minute. Now, when you look at the home screen of your search, you can see that there are books, but there are usually more than are viewable here. To see all the number of books that you have, click on this format, and although it looks like there are 4, you can see that we actually have 14. We're also starting to get some ebooks. Even if the book says it's out, click on it anyway, and then click on this little open button. Now it looks to me like this ebook, which is really cool because it looks just like a book. It turns like a book, turns pages, it even sounds like a book when it turns. Sometimes though you will have to put in a username and password, and if that's the case then the username is knob650 and the password is shelf. Make sure you grab one of those password bookmarks from the library so that you always have access to all the passwords for the ebooks and for the databases. Okay, we're going to go back to our results and let's take a look at some websites. Now you have to be logged in to access the websites, but if you click on them, it's really a mixture of both free web and database sources. And sometimes there are a lot of them, so it might take a little while to load. Now, just because you'll get lots of results, just like when you Google something, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to have every single result give you exactly the information you want. You'll still have to look through and try to find the answers to the research questions that you have. But at least this will group them a little bit, and you can research databases and the free web at the same time. For example, we've got some free web sources here, the CIA World Factbook, CNN, and then we have some database resources. Looks to me, I'll look here, I've got 3 resources. Let me see what we got. Well, here they are. I'll try this one maybe, and you can take a look, and it looks just like the regular EBSCO interface. Sometimes you might have trouble with some of these. For example, sometimes you'll click on them and they'll ask for a username and password for your databases. It doesn't always happen if you're in school, but sometimes if you are at home and you want to look, you might have to put a username and password, and make sure you get one of those bookmarks with all the usernames and passwords and keep it handy if you're doing research from home. Some other things that can happen sometimes is that your computer's pop-up blocker will keep the results from showing up, and if that's the case, just disable your pop-up blocker for this website and it should take care of the problem. Also, if you take a look at your initial search page, which you come to by clicking on all, you can see that you can narrow your results by various things. You can search just by author, or you could search by, and see here with the author, you can look here for their last name. It's alphabetized that way and they group it. You can look by subject. These are subjects that are underneath the World War II and weapons keywords. You can search by genre. You can search by whatever kind of format, or whether it belongs to a series, or the location, whether it's at one of the other schools. Here we have 11 sources, but you might have to go to the high school or the elementary school for some of the other sources, which you can. You just have to tell the librarian and they would be happy to get that for you. And that's pretty much it. While it may not give you every answer to your research questions, it is another tool in your research toolbox that you can use to make sure you don't miss any resources that are available to you.